All right, let's watch this NVIDIA event. Maybe we'll get like a 3080 Ti, some resizable bar, maybe some good actual. Maybe they'll talk about, I don't know, how to get how to get GPUs. Maybe they'll fix the stock. Who really knows? Well, that was a letdown. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Chamber here. And now, yes, NVIDIA had a new announcement. I know I'm a little late to this. I'm sorry about that. So CES is happening this week. There's been a couple other things that's happened. I think they're really cool. But NVIDIA had a press conference or like a keynote, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. And they kind of were like, yeah, we're going to have some new stuff. Now, I was fully expecting a 3080 Ti. I was fully expecting something to come in at that price range to kind of come in between the 3080 and the 3090, because when you're spending double, there needs to be something in between. I mean, even for like back with Turing, a 2080 or a 2080 Super versus a 2080 Ti wasn't double the difference. So I fully expect them still to come out with a difference. Don't know when that's going to come. Obviously, it could come it could come in a month, it could come in 2 months, it could never come. Apparently, I heard on Gamers Nexus, it's been indefinitely suspended. I really don't want that. But I feel like it's going to happen because on IDA 64, they're like, we announced RTX 3050. It was like support for a 3050, 3060, 3070, like Ti or like a 10 gig. And then a 3080 Ti with like the 20 gigs of memory, G6X. But obviously that's not what we got. We got a really bad launch. Am I going to go for a card? Yes, probably will go for a card, put it in the workstation. Because I need that Turing encoder. And I want like NVIDIA broadcast. But anyways, let's get into it. Let's just start off with the 3060. Launching late February. Now, thank you, NVIDIA, for this is the card. As much as I hate to say, I'd rather have a 30 Ti. Do not get me wrong. This is the card that needs to drop. So 2060s right now are going for more than what they actually went for price. So MSRP like kind of dropped about $300 when this 6600 XT launched, I believe. That one, like the 600 tier for AMD launched, and they released that BIOS to increase it. So everyone was like, oh, so I guess we're just gonna, they lowered their price to $300 to 2060 KO, and then the Founder Edition was set at $300. I don't even remember if it actually was sold for $300. I don't remember what the Founders. I know the KO was, but anyways, the VRAM. We all know that this literally makes this 3060 Ti look bad. It's all because of this bit bus. You have to either go with 6 or 12, and I think that they went with 12 because if they've gone with 6, they basically have to put the 50s back at 4 gigs or keep them at 4 gigs, which is really not enough for gaming anymore, especially if you're playing a game like Warzone. Well, yeah, if you're playing a game like Warzone, you're not going to have enough. 170 watt TDP, that's more than a 2060. But at the same time, Turing is going to be, like, this is a really good card. And I think this is really going to be most comparable to, I think, a 1080 Ti. 1080 Ti. Obviously, a 1080 Ti is still going to perform more because you can just put in XOC 1080 Ti BIOS on it. Flashed it on my friend's 1080 Ti this week. Locked him at current 120, 1.2 volts, easy FPS. I think this is for like, maybe if you don't flash cards, you don't overclock, just get this. You're going to get 1 more gig of VRAM, and I think it's the same speed. I think it's going to be 14 gigabit. Teraflops, if you go by teraflops, don't, because nobody cares about teraflops. Manufacturing process, I don't care about that stuff. I just care that this is going to be a decent card, especially for the money. Obviously, I'm gonna say this: if you can get a used 1080 Ti for around $350 flash the SoC BIOS, just get that. Unless you use RTX, or maybe if you play Warzone with dlss, which is getting added. Ooh, perfect transition. Anyways, so you're getting it DLSS support. Now, maybe if you're playing like 4K, 1440p, and you want higher frame rates, go with this is going to be awesome for you, especially on a higher end card. 2060, maybe 2070. Yeah, you can get decent. You'll get decent FPS. Obviously, though, Warzone, believe it or not, is full RAM and CPU. Obviously, it utilizes your GPU, but you don't need the fastest graphics card to run Warzone. You just never have. So what I'm going to say is, if you need or you use high refresh rate, or you need, or maybe you are GPU bottleneck, maybe you're checking with like River Tuner and you notice I'm getting like 99% GPU usage like I am because I have a 1070 and a 10850K. It's a perfect pairing. No, it's not. That could be definitely an issue. One thing I think that will definitely help though is smart access memory or bar, resizable bar. AMD already had it. You have to have a 5000, so 5600X or up, and a 60. It's this new big Navi cards and the new Zen 3 CPUs or the 5000 series Ryzen. You have to have this. Now, it actually does give a really good performance, and I'm very interested to see how good it is on, and I'm really good to see how good it is on Intel and NVIDIA. Will this come to AMD? I actually don't remember if they said anything. Oh, with both Intel, with laptops. I actually have highlight all. There's 4. Additionally, we've been working closely with Intel, AMD. Oh, okay. So I guess it is coming to AMD. So maybe if you have like a 5950X, you're playing Warzone, this is going to be really good. This will come whenever, late February, whenever those 3060 launches. I am going to go for a 3060 most likely. But I've actually had resizable bar on this board since the day I got it. I built this PC and then I flashed the BIOS, so I can just go. This is my motherboard. It's the Apex XII, so the Apex 12. Really good board, especially for overclocking. So I think it's in BIOS Informer. Now I am on this one because of the fact that I was like, well, I'm going to use most likely resizable bar. I have no idea what the improved system performance is. Probably microcode. It might actually be like to bring the microcode for the 11th gen. I'm not on this BIOS. I don't care about 11th gen, so I added the resizable bar and I flashed it. And how about I just show you right now actually where it is in my BIOS. So I'm in my BIOS now, so as you can see, everything's set the way I have it. I might do a BIOS video at some point, not right now though. I just want to show you this. I think it's in piece. I actually don't remember right now. I'll find it though. I could also search, but that's, oh, PCI can cancel. PCI, no. I will find it. PCI subsystem. So typically I leave above 4G decoding. Just I do, but you have to leave that enabled, and then you can leave it auto, or you also have to have CSM disabled, so just make sure that's disabled. You can either have it auto or disabled. I leave it on auto. It doesn't actually do anything. Maybe one day though might release it to Pascal. I doubt they will. We could just save changes and reset. Well, boot into Windows. While I'm talking about this, I kind of really want to talk about something that's a big deal, and that is, I don't know if this is going to Turing, and I think if NVIDIA does this, I think like I just went through AMD, Intel, and then NVIDIA to get the right answer, but if they do it to Turing, that's going to be the biggest like slap in the face ever, because this is going to be maybe even like a 10-15% FPS boost to Warzone games like that, especially games that are such memory bandwidth limited. you're going to want to have the best bandwidth that you can. Obviously, I have no idea really how much recessable bar is. I don't have anything to test. Maybe one day I'll test something with it, because nobody has Big Navi. Nobody cares about Big Navi. If you care about Big Navi, you're probably a fanboy. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Hit the like button down below. I forgot to say this, but thank you guys for over 100 subs. Last time I made like a video, I was at like 90 something. Now we're at like 130, so that's insane. Also join the Discord down below so we can like talk about stuff. I don't know, you just ask questions. I'll probably be answering there. Don't DM me, that's really annoying. Just like if you have a question, just ask it and I'll check. But that's it. Later, guys.